Good morning everyone and welcome to a new video here, Sublime Traders. I'm Logical Orange, and today we are going to talk about the shitstorm that is going on in the crypto market right now. And this storm is created by a single person, as you might well know. It shouldn't be the case because crypto should be decentralized in every way. However, it is the case right now, and it is sad and worrying to have basically the richest person in the world manipulate the price of Bitcoin in this way. However, it also has some positives. The positives being that Bitcoin is really being put to the test right now. And as we know with history, people like this, we had the case with Trump, will eventually lose their influence on the market. However, it is not the case right now. Markets are being pushed up and down by some tweets. So for the moment, it is worrying. And frankly, I don't know what he's thinking. I'm not in his head. But either he's being childish, either he's trying to reposition the price to re-enter. However, tweets like we are not accepting Bitcoin anymore for Tesla. Okay, seriously, you have like a team, even if you don't know, you have like a team that can say that Bitcoin consumes electricity. You don't need to say this like when you already bought and when you have like a lot of Bitcoin on your company sheet, and then basically he has a pattern. He says something in the beginning, he said only good things about Bitcoin. Then he stepped down to saying like things like I believe in crypto, but Bitcoin consumes electricity, like this one, like here, to be clear. Okay, so he likes to do this. He tweets something radical, and then like several hours after, when the market has already reacted, he tweets something like, to be clear, or let me explain this, let me clarify, you know, stuff like this. Okay, so he was bullish on Bitcoin. He bought Bitcoin, a lot of Bitcoin. Okay, then he says it consumes electricity. Wow. Okay. Then he says he believes in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, blah blah, and then it's Doge. Then there's Doge. He believes in Doge like he believed in Bitcoin 2-3 months ago. Okay, who knows what he will say about Doge when he gets to pump it where he wants it. Then he will say, okay, but Doge, I think that Doge isn't good because XXX. Okay. By the way, he didn't even contact the Doge team to try to improve it, quote unquote. The Doge team openly stated that Elon didn't, or anyone from his team didn't contact the dev team from Doge. So this was, I don't know why he lied. However, influencing the market. And why he did it yesterday? Because yesterday was extremely important for Bitcoin's recovery. Yesterday was extremely important for Bitcoin's recovery. And we could have pushed further. The market wanted to go further. However, he woke up and tweeted that. So he basically started shitposting Bitcoin. And well, you have the result right here. This is the result. Yesterday, the market tried to recover again. However, it didn't manage to have the volume to go up back again because people are scared. And now we find ourselves, I'm on a daily, and I'm trying to mix TA with what's happening. It's not really fundamentals. This is what's worrying, because you don't really have a way to measure tweets, you know, like measure the importance of tweets and what he says. You don't know what he has in his head right now. What we can do is always look at the TA and see where the possible levels are right now. So let's start with the weekly. I think the weekly is extremely important right now. It shows a chart that isn't that positive. Yesterday we could have gone up from this week right here. He basically tried to push the price below the 21-22 moving average that we have right here on the weekly chart, because if we go down, historically Bitcoin has continued the trend, and until well, last year the moves weren't that high in Bitcoin. You have the whole history in Bitcoin right here, and every time Bitcoin dropped below the 21-22 moving average, it continued with at least another week of downtrend. And another week of downtrend. Look at this one right here. We had like a volatility of 50% back in March 2020. Okay, so this was a black swan event right here, which was huge. Okay, then it went back slowly. It will go back slowly from the current drop also, but we have other numbers right now. So the EMAs are spread apart right now. The possible drops that we might have right now are kind of worrying. So we need to be extremely careful with what we do right now. We need to protect ourselves. Don't avoid futures, at least for 2-3 days. See how it goes. The thing is that we are exactly on the EMA right now, right here. I can even plot a Fibonacci and see what the Fibonacci can say, in this case on the weekly, and see if we can correlate something. Okay, so we have a 0.236 just above at 47. We didn't manage to break it. So basically price is stuck in this area right here, and possibilities on the downside are, first one would be the legendary trend line that passes the closest to the current candle, and that has already created a rejection right here at 42 something, 42k. Okay, the next one would be the Fibonacci level of 0.38, which is not that strong, but needs to be taken into account also, and also another legendary trend line right here. Okay, and after that we have the 0.5 and the 55 EMA. This one is more important than the others. However, if we get here, the market is in a bear trend, so will be in a bear trend. So even if we close this candle right here, we are starting a bear trend. So this is why it's worrying, is because the market was pushed into this state by some tweets. Okay, and even if it naturally wouldn't go in this place, first of all. Okay, second of all, it can continue. So we have the levels right here. I will repeat them. So one would be around 38.6 to 39k, and the most bearish I can see right now from the current view I have would be 32-33k. Okay, so a lot of things can happen along the way. We are being separated by let's measure this, by 36% difference, and he can basically tweet it up and down along the way. Frankly, I would prefer that Tesla would just get out and say we are getting out of Bitcoin, so the market picks up naturally, because people don't want to see Bitcoin like this. People don't want to see Bitcoin dropping that much. It is healthy to have some drops. However, too big of a drop isn't what the market wants, and it is basically forced in this formation right now. So let's move to the daily and see if we can identify some other patterns. So on the daily, we are supported by the 105 EMA from Sublime Traders, Sublime Absolute Indicator, and this is a good thing. However, a rejection week doesn't mean anything unless it is followed at least by a doji candle or engulfing candle, or a candle that even depasses the last red candle that rejected. Okay, so for now we are not out of the woods. Some people are saying, okay, market reverts. It is a possibility, I'm not saying no. However, don't forget that we are controlled like some puppets by the richest man in the world, and we don't know what he's thinking. We just can assume that during the work hours he has a Tesla, he doesn't have the time to tweet. This is just an assumption. And during that time the market has some time to recover. Okay, so like the market, people are kind of predictable sometimes, especially the tweets that he posts. They are basically, as I said, something radical, then with a correction, and the correction comes after the market response. It can be used for his personal gains. I'm not really sure what he's going to, why he is doing this. Okay, because basically he wouldn't need any more money. However, let's think he is doing this for SpaceX and everything else. What we need to do is make sure that we are not paying for the trip to Mars. So we just need to make sure that we are not caught in his trends, the trend that he started. Well, I'm saying this, but I'm caught with some positions on the long side, and I was forced to open leverage tokens hedges to cover them. Well, we need to adapt. Everything can happen. The technical view I can see right now on the daily is also kind of bearish. However, this right here is our glimpse of hope. So I'm just going to delete this and re-add the rejection point. So the rejection point right here, this right here is our glimpse of hope. If we fail this, then we go to the levels I have stated earlier. So extremely important to hold this. We are at the beginning of a new week, and I think that this is an extremely important week for the future of Bitcoin. In the short run, I'm meaning like 3-4 months. However, after everything is done and finished, it will absolutely explode to the upside once more. Okay, so we are this time taking the escalators down and elevator up. This is what will happen. I'm not exactly sure where the rejection will happen. I know that everyone wants to hear this. As I said, this is a possibility of a rejection right here. If he would just leave the market react naturally. Okay, because if he tweets again, I don't know, he pulls something out of his hat, like, I don't know, something related to ecology, or I don't know what he can invent. Well, it can break this level too. And he does this, He does his tweets when the price is weak and unstable. So he could just as well push it once more today below this level. Now we need to see how he will do this, if he will do this. Now, on the other side, there is a positive. And that positive is that he likes Doge. Now, we know he likes Doge, and he starts to dislike BTC. So we have a logical approach here, which is we need to take a good look at DOGEBTC. He likes one, he doesn't like the other. Well, then we can have possible trades on DOGEBTC. So DOGEBTC will be a pair that I will be extremely careful with, and I will watch it closely. We can use it as also as hedges to counter our longs in other positions. However, this isn't the best pair for a hedge. If you want to hedge your positions, for example, if you have ETH longs, you can buy ETH down. This is a token that you can buy in the spot market. Easy to buy. You just need to calculate your value, so you compensate your loss, and you block your loss. If the market goes down, your new token will gain in value, and your initial trade will lose. So you block your loss. So yeah, coming back to BTC, to DOGEBTC, looking like it's ready to go for another test on the local high. Right here we have an accumulation area right here, this one, which is looking pretty strong and which is looking like it is really trying to go out of the formation. However, as you can see, Sublime Absolute already plotted me some resistance levels right here that are marked with red dotted lines, and we just have to break above them. So this pair will be most, I think that as it goes with the tweets he is posting, we will have a signal for this soon. I just wanted to attract your attention towards this pair because it is the logical thing to do. He boosts Doge, he downgrades, if we can say this, BTC. The outcome is kind of logical. We just need to be careful with it, because it can also be affected by Bitcoin rising. So Bitcoin rising will, of course, and Doge staying in place will, of course, get this pair down. So that's why we need to be extremely careful and see the big picture of what is happening. So this is all for today, for today's brief, guys. Not a very good weekend. But as always, we will prevail, we will continue, and we will get back where we want to be. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching and have a great day.